What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy. Put a VN1 VC for coming through. I'm boosting up the queen. So, we got a funny video right now regarding Deontay, the bronze basketball player. Wilder. Zang just punk him off. I feel bad for Wilder, man, because I don't know. Anyway, watch the video, yeah? Zang punked this guy off about his moody chin. His Eritrean chops. Look at the angle of his chops. He tried to cover it with a beard here, but the chops is too pointy. Yeah? It enables leverage. It enables torque to be generated upside his bonds. Right? That whoop. And that's how he just, you know what I'm saying? You want them, like, look at Canelo. Canelo got like a stubby chin. Golovkin, stubby chin. You want a stubby chin. If you got a big elongated, you know them Egyptian cats? Them Egyptian cats, yeah, them alien cats. They'd have a chin that was like, whoop. Listen, there's a reason that aliens can have a chin like that. Yeah? Because they ain't fighting nothing. They ain't with the squabbles. They've kind of, what's the word? They've ascended above that kind of animalistic, Neanderthal behaviour. We haven't, though. Yeah? So Wilder going to take his big old ancient Egyptian chin in there, big pointy thing. He out of there. Anyway, let's get to the bars here. Oh.
Zang. I'm going to do something actually a little bit different here to start this off.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you some attributes about Zhang. I just want you to rate it out of 10, please. So speed.
Okay, speed, about 5.
Power.
Power, give him an 8.
Chin.
Chin, shit. I'm trying to see who hit him.
Hergovich, caught him a few times.
Oh, yeah, well, he still stayed up. You know, I'll give his chin about 7.
Heart.
Heart, his heart probably about a 10.
Okay. I asked him the same. I got quite a surprising response about your chin. He said it's a 3 out of 10.
Ah! I like that.
Oh, Wilder's laughing, but you don't find it funny. But I feel bad for Wilder, because Wilder was like, more time, he was kind of bigging Zang up. He's 10 out of 10 heart. I think the speed thing was wrong. I think Zang's quite quick. Well, tell a lie. Zang's quick until he's not. The first 6 rounds, he's sharp, and then he falls off. Zang's last 6 rounds should be in the dictionary for fall off. The visual dictionary for falling off. Zang's the number 1 guy in that situation. He fall off bad. He go down bad quick. Yeah? But if he can catch you slipping, he quick. So yeah, but 5 is probably a good average, right? If you average Zang's speed over 12 rounds, including how bad he falls off, it probably would be a 5 to be fair. But yeah, Wilder rates him speed 10, speed 5, heart 10. His chin, I think he gave him a 7 or an 8 or whatever. So I feel bad for Wilder. Wilder's out there kind of rating his opponent, and Zang is saying this guy's got a 3 out of 10 chin. Anyway, it carries on. It's funny, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I guess to be a lone ringing champion, you gotta have a 3.
Yeah, I said to him, look at the fights with, Tyson Fury, the last 2 especially, grueling fights.
One of the best heavyweight southpaws in the world, Luis Ortiz.
Come on, bro. Luis Ortiz. The best heavyweight southpaws. Number 1, there ain't no heavyweight southpaws. There's only one, and that's Usyk. Where Ortiz at? Ortiz punched up by Mr. Blobby. Yeah, AJ showed what a boxer can do. Right? A good boxer versus Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby didn't win a round. Right? So if Ortiz was that good, that's not Ortiz's fault. Ortiz is knocking on 70-year-old. Fact. That's just what it is, people. He's 70 plus. Or around, that's not true. Ortiz probably, genuinely, I reckon Ortiz at this stage, in 2024, Luis Ortiz won't get no change at a 62, 63. No change. He literally up there. 62, 63 for old Ortiz. That's just what it is. I mean, Wilder fought him, 6 years ago? Okay, he was 56. That's, come on now. You're getting a bit long in the tooth when you're seeing the big 5-0s. Yeah, when your age leads with a 5, you're long in the tooth. I'll be there one day, God forbid, and I'll be long in the tooth too. That's just what it is, though. Let's call a spade here. You long in the tooth, Luis. Listen, was Luis Ortiz the best master southpaw in the world? Probably. That's a fair assessment to make. That's the only thing he wanted the best of, though, in the Masters division. Not in the professional ranks. That's what he not. And stop talking that. That's the problem with Wilder. He a basketball player. His best work is done on the basketball court. So he can't talk about no boxes he's beat, can he? Yeah? Who can he talk about? Apart from Mr. Masters, Ortiz. That's the only name he got. Yeah? And this dude here trying to boost Wilder's ego up. Oh, well, I told Zang that you took punches off Fury. All due respect, yeah? It's well documented. I'm one of the key guys documenting it. Fury can't punch like that. He just can't. Yeah, Dillian White. Fury knocked him spark out. But so is Povetkin. It's a whole bag of man. I've had Dillian White's best days. So, who's Fury ever knocked out like that? Apart from Wilder. Again, Wilder's untested. Fury's power's untested. Fury gets in there with a dude who can box. He can't essentially make a dent in Usyk. Vlad, he couldn't make a dent in him. It's only Wilder and Dillian. What's Dillian White? With due respect, what's Dillian White done? Went life and death with Parker. Okay. Do you know what I mean? That's what you're known for. And Wilder's big claim to fame about taking a punch is being punched up by a dude, Fury, who can't punch like that. All due respect. And even then, in fact, that Fury versus Wilder 2 and 3 proves Fury can't punch. Why? Fury had to go in there 10 rounds. Wilder was tired. He wasn't compromised. In the second fight, he was punched everywhere. He was never put out clean though. And that's not because Wilder's got a great chin. He hasn't, I don't believe. That's because it's a combination. Wilder's chin is average at best, and Fury's power is average at best. That's what the Fury and Wilder saga showed. And on that note, I believe that if I was to back a fighter on this one, I think Wilder's shot. He's talking the talk. Oh, I'm back now and I'm aggressive. Okay. But before the Parker fight, he was saying the same shtick. I think Wilder's checked out of the game. Similar to Fury, really. I think he's just there for the bag now. Essentially. And Zang still hasn't been on like that yet. Zang still isn't there yet. He isn't the big guy yet, so he's got something to prove. Wilder's kind of been there and done it. He's been beat all the cab drivers and nicked the belt off Vitali. Nicked Vitali's old belt. That's what Wilder did. He damn sure didn't fight him in the ring for it. Yeah? Wilder posted up and waited for a weak champion and took a belt. Anyway, that's history. The point is, if I was to put money in this situation, it'd be Zhang all day. In fact, let's look at the odds right now. Let's see what the Moody betting odds are at. Wilder versus Zhang. Odds checker. I bet Zhang's a favourite because Wilder's lost credibility now. Yeah, we've seen him in there with Luis Ortiz. If Luis Ortiz wasn't 65, 56 or whatever it was when he fought Wilder, he probably would have beat him. Ortiz was outboxing Wilder, outworking him. Parker goes in there, who's got a better chin than Ortiz. I think Ortiz got put down by Andy. Andy Ruiz can't punch like that, people. Andy Ruiz was pinging. I think Andy Ruiz put Ortiz down like 2 or 3 times. Yeah? So, Ruiz ain't a puncher like that. Wilder knocked him out. The point is, that don't mean you got a great chin. The fact that you get put down by Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder don't mean you got a great chin. It means you any man. You got an any man chin. Yeah? You see the odds here? Zhang's I think this works out about a 60-40 favourite. So Zhang's a 60-40 favourite in this fight, which is quite close. And the whole myth is that Wilder can punch, but I don't believe it. I don't subscribe to that. Zhang's got a granite chin. Everyone's hit him. Apart from AJ and the amateurs, no one's ever put him down. Which is really quite a feat, if I'm honest. Because Zhang would have been like what? Zhang would have been like 28, like prime consciousness. You don't get any more conscious than when you're 28. When you get to like knocking into the 40s and 50s, your grip with reality is indefinitely fading, right? You ain't sharper when you're 50 odd. That's a fact. Old heads might claim they are, but come on now, stop playing. You know, 100%. You know you put them car keys down and you forgot where they at. Yeah, stop lying to yourselves. But yeah, Zhang has got a good chin. Yeah, Zhang, good chin. Wilder, potentially, I don't even think, never mind Wilder's chin, I'm not even sure he can punch. Again, I've been documented evidence on this. Where's the evidence Wilder can punch? I've seen Artur Spilk outboxing him. Yes, who's Artur Spilk? Artur Spilk was kind of like a 4 out of 10 dude. Yeah, and he was outboxing Wilder. He ain't no Zhang. Spilker can't punch. Spilker ain't got the size. And whatever you say about Zhang, he can box. Right? He can box. He that guy, and he massive as well. So, you know what? I might put a tenner on this one. I might throw a tenner in. Yeah, that's what I might have to do. Just to get it just to get a little bit of a buzz. Put $20 in on Zhang. Because Wilder, he's predictable as well. He don't ever set his shots up. He just come winging in with it. And he's got them big gangly legs. He kind of leaps in. And that works. And now I watched the Fury fight back with Wilder. And that works. Like, watch it back yourselves, yeah? After watching the Usyk fight, I watched back Fury and... because I couldn't work out why was I so gassed about Fury. I should have done this evidence prepping before the Usyk fight. But either way, I thought, why was I so gassed off Fury for? I went back and watched Fury versus Wilder 2. And Fury even then, against a man in Wilder who looked useless, even then Fury was like making... it looked sloppy. Really sloppy. My point? If Wilder can't get it done... Usyk clapped Fury spark in his mouth with a backhand in the first round. Yeah, and if Usyk was a heavyweight and could punch like that, Fury would have been knocked out then. At the end of the first round, watch it, the last 30 seconds, Usyk clops him. Because Fury's defense leaky. Yeah, with a moody shoulder roll. Leaky. Sugar Hill was shouting at him, stop pulling back and putting your chin in the air, crossing your legs. That's Fury. So Fury never had it like that. Yeah, and if you've got Fury problems, if you're struggling to deal with Fury who's leaky, Zhang, I guess you can argue Zhang's a bit more stiffer. Zhang's going to be in front of you, kind of, do you know what I'm saying? He's going to be in front of you. I mean, he can move his head. He's not as... Zhang's not going to bend at the waist, though. He's not going to dip and dip, so... to some extent, I can see... I mean, Zhang's not a Bermain-Stavern, but that Bermain-Stavern fight, but even that in itself, to be honest. The first Bermain-Stavern fight, Wilder was hitting him all night. That was Wilder's first World Championship fight. So arguably his big moment. And Wilder couldn't... I'm not even sure he knocked Bermain down. He damn sure didn't knock him out. Went 12 rounds. And Bermain was wading forward, hands up. Then the rematch happened and Wilder clipped him in the first round. He didn't want to fight is the point. So, again, the evidence... A prime Wilder, undefeated, on the way up, knocking everyone out, goes in there with Bermain-Stavern, someone who wants to win, who's a champion, and he can't do all that power. He can't do nothing. And Zhang for me is I'd say Bermain-Stavern's kind of like a 5 out of 10. Zhang, a 7.5, an 8. Similar, not similar, but you get the point. Zhang's also a southpaw. That could work well for Wilder though. That backhand, that slinging the backhand. But you got to get it off. You got to get your feet on the outside and line it up nicely. Has Wilder got the footwork to do that? I guess he got it done against Ortiz, but Ortiz, I don't know. Ortiz is kind of, he's not a small heavyweight, but he's smaller than stocky. Zhang's 6'8". His shots are coming down at Wilder, or certainly on a level. Zhang's got his hands up. Ortiz boxes out of that kind of low hand style, which is perfect for a straight backhand bop right in your mouth. Do you know what I'm saying? It lines up nicely. Zhang he's gonna be in narrow. That doesn't guarantee nothing. The argument is, well, Wilder can punch clean through the guard. What we know for a fact is Wilder's caught Fury with a shot. He's caught Ortiz with a shot. So the two guys who've got that split guard defense, Wilder caught them both. On the other hand, when Bermain-Stavern came in there with his hands up in the first fight, prime Wilder couldn't do nothing. So having your hands up, it can't hurt. Again, as Fury found out. Yeah, Fury found out. Usyk was in there. He got caught with some shots, but he wasn't getting pinged all night. With the leaky defense. So Zhang going to be in there. He can have his chin down. Zhang keeps his chin down phenomenally well. And he's too big. And he's fast as well. People don't give him credit. For them 6 rounds, I'm surprised how quick he is for a man who's that big. His footwork's strong. I don't know how Wilder wins this fight. Apart from sheer luck, if that makes sense. And even then, even if he gets that shot off, I'm not sure it don't bounce off. I'm sorry. This will be, for me, this is the fight. Yeah? I need to see Wilder knock this guy Spark out to validate his whole career. If Zhang's never been down in professional ranks. Zhang's been tested as well, right? Joe Parker, Hrgovic, Joyce. So there's 3 solid guys there who ain't been able to do nothing. And he's been hit with shots. So if Wilder goes in there now and sparks this guy, you can then say he's a big puncher. But if Wilder's career ends after being knocked out by Zang, when Wilder said he'll retire, yeah? If Wilder's career ends there, he'll be known as the big hype. The great Alabama bomber hype. Yeah, the great Alabama basketball player hype. That's what he'll be known as. Because who's he really knocked out? Wilder's had 2 big fights, yeah? Or 3 big fights. Bermain Severn for the World Championship. Couldn't knock the dude out. Fury, 3 times. Couldn't knock the dude out. Yeah? And then Zang. If you don't knock him out, what are you man hyping about? Okay, Ortiz. That's all you've got. And who's Ortiz? Beat by Andy Ruiz. Let's see who Ortiz has been beat by. Because I don't know who Ortiz has beat. Dave Allen. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the moody internet. Who's Ortiz beat? I think Ortiz was in there mixing it with Charles Martin as well. Alright, either way, this internet bugging. You can look into it yourself. Ortiz ain't beat no one. Yeah? So Wilder's known for beating a guy. Look. I ain't being disrespectful here, but people, stop. Just a minute. Jesus, come on. And bear in mind, the kind of like the Cuban / African phenotypes, they age better, right? So when you see a black dude who look old, yeah, he old. Do you understand? When Luis Ortiz was 20, or when Luis Ortiz was 30, yeah, he'd have looked 20, right? So when you see Luis Ortiz here looks visually, what, 45, right? And genuinely, if you saw this man on the roadside, you'd say, oh, this guy's 45. Fact. Stop lying to yourself. You know he's 45 in this picture. Yeah? Let's get it up in big things so you man can see it. Big John. If you saw this cat, yeah, you'd say this guy's 40 plus, right? And he's got the African Cuban phenotype. So if he looks 45 to you, he's 55. That's just how it works. Yeah? That's how it works. This guy, he was never 38 in this picture. He'd be the oldest looking 38-year-old Cuban I've ever seen. Right? There's no way he's 38. And he's got a baby face. He's kind of got... You know what I'm saying? This cat at 20 or 30 would have looked 20. He's got the baby face. So this guy's as young as you... He's got all the aspects that make you look young. And he still looked 40 odd. So he was 50 odd. I genuinely believe that. Yeah? Where else is there? I mean, you can look into Ortiz. He's 50 odd. So Wilder's known, and we know, like, when you get to that age, anything to put you over. I mean, Andy Ruiz would put you over. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a big thing here. If Andy Ruiz would put you over, you got problems. Okay, so Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz put him down twice in round 2, once in round 7. 3 put downs by Ruiz. Who's he beat? I mean, who's Ortiz beat? No one. So forget about Ortiz. Ortiz's biggest win is Dave Allen. That's the truth. Legitimately. His best wins are Dave Allen. In terms of clout. Fact. So, anyway, people. Interesting fight. It's intriguing. We've had great boxing every week. I've got Zang. Because even if Zang can do 12 rounds. And it's not like Wilder's a busy fighter. I can see Zang winning the first 6 rounds, for example. And then Zang will fall off. But Zang's a big man. He knows how to hold. And Wilder's feet aren't quick enough to step back and get a shot off. It's possible though Zang could be tired, have his hands down and Wilder clip him. But I just don't think Wilder's that guy. I just don't. I think Zang's cute enough here to stay out of the way of the shot he knows is coming. That's my base case here. I don't think Wilder's got it like that. But I hope, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if Wilder sparks him out, then Wilder is legitimately a big puncher. Wilder was a big puncher. Joe Parker's been knocked out before. Been put down before. How many times Wilder put him down? Oh, well, I wasn't training for that fight. Well, you knocked Helenius out. Bum Helenius, your sparring partner. You had no problem putting him down. Now all of a sudden you ain't training. So you're telling me you trained harder for Helenius than you did Parker. Cap. You was fully trained for that Parker fight. You just didn't do none. You had someone in there who can box, putting it on you, and you was all bent out of shape. Yeah? And Zhang here, I believe, look, Zhang put Parker down 2 times. So Zhang ain't playing like that. He gonna pop you right in your mouth for you. That's what he gonna do. Yeah? And you best believe Wilder, when he gets popped in, I can see Wilder. If anyone gets knocked spark out, my base case will be Wilder. I think Wilder comes leaping in, Zhang take a step back, and then dings that straight backhand. It won't even look like much, but it will clip Wilder on his ancient Egyptian chops. And all the nerves in there, all them alien nerves that are throbbing, it may be even some sort of kind of like homing beacon. That's why them ancient cats had a long thing there, because it was like a genetic kind of atomic homing beacon. So all the aliens knew where different cats was at. It's stored in here. We know nerves are stored in the chin, right? So who knows the extension and big. You've seen Egyptian cats. Big long thing here. While the big long thing gets clipped here, he sleeps somewhere. That's the base case, folks. Yeah, that's the base case. Because people, if Fury can box you up here, you best believe Zhang can. That's what you best believe. And I want to see when Zhang actually, because Parker was fit. Parker was prime for this Zhang fight. So I want to see when Parker got put down. That's the wrong one. That's the right one, sorry. Parker, here we go, look. Good example, people. Parker down in rounds 3 and 8. Relevance. Zhang, yeah, he may be tired, yeah, but he ain't that tired. Zhang put Parker down in round 8, which means, more or less, Zhang stays dangerous. Zhang stays dangerous. Deep-ish into the fight. If Zhang can put Parker down in round 8, he can damn sure put Wilder down, so he ain't that shot. He's not shot to an extent he can't do nothing. He did something alright. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100% on that. Bye, stop it.